So, do you know anything about House Bill 790?
I know a little bit, and I know that it's basically a bill that is going to be passed that's going to allow grocery stores to distribute alcohol. Mainly, I think, is it just beer? I'm not sure. Beer distributing?
It's beer, liquor, and wine.
Okay, that sucks. Because that's gonna put a damper on a lot of state stores and like local beer distributors.
Do you think it's fair at all?
I mean, I don't think it's fair necessarily. I think there are already stores that are doing it. Like, for instance, I worked at a grocery store. They had a cafe beer. Mm-hmm. But I think, on the grand scheme of things, it's going to really, really suck for smaller beer distributors. It's going to put them out of business because of the convenience of going to a grocery store to buy your alcohol while you're picking up your freaking chicken dinner or whatever, and your TV dinners and, your little groceries. And it's going to be a lot easier for people to just
disregard
the beer distributors who are only selling lotto tickets, cigarettes, and beer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to kind of suck for them. It's going to put a lot of people out of work.
For the past 20 years, Keith Rutt has owned and operated his own beer distributor in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But ever since a bill was introduced into the state's House of Representatives by Governor Tom Corbett that would privatize alcohol sales, Rutt's form of livelihood is in question. House Bill 790 is no stranger to Pennsylvania's House of Representatives or the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board. Former Governor Tom Ridge had attempted to put another version of the bill through before Corbett in 1997, but was unsuccessful due to low support in the House. The same thing happened in 2012 when a Republican House Majority Leader and longtime advocate of Corbett's plan, Mike Tarazi, gave up on his version of the bill. In brief, House Bill 790 is one that involves the privatization of alcohol sales, which would shut down 600 state-run liquor stores so that 1,200 wine and spirits licenses could be auctioned off, 800 reserved for larger companies and 400 for smaller ones, and practically run somewhere around 1,300 beer distributors out of business. Sue Gleiter, a writer for the Patriot News and Penn Live, noted, and I quote, "Supermarkets and big box retailers such as Walmart's could sell beer and wine, while convenience stores could sell beer, giving what Corbett said would be expanded choice and convenience for consumers." Said bill was presented to the House on January 30th, 2013, with an accompanying memo-like letter sent out to every beer distributor and liquor store in the state. Within it, Corbett mentions that his goal is to change the infrastructure of the LCB from a dual role of retailer and regulator to its sole duty of regulator. He also makes known more than once that customer convenience while maximizing business opportunities for beer distributors is a main concern that he will address. This letter lets business owners, like Rutt, know that they will still be able to buy an enhanced distributor license, which will include package reform, allowing for the sale of six-packs, as well as the ability to sell unlimited bottles of wine. However, he fails to mention how much these will cost, and if there will be any kind of renewal fee each year. We'll be able to buy one of these enhanced licenses for $150,000, with an annual renewal fee of $10,000, Rutt said. "This is going to cost me at least 1/3 of my revenue, while it will only cost grocery stores about 1% of their total sales each year. It's ridiculous." He also noted that convenience stores will pay $10,000, big box stores will pay $35,000, and pharmacies will pay $17,500 each as an annual fee. Rutt, Leanne Supek, his daughter and the secretarial manager at Wheatland Beer Distributors, and Don Henry, owner of Brewers Outlet, are also afraid they won't be able to compete with larger, wealthier businesses when it comes to the wine and liquor license bidding. Larger companies will have an easier time buying out the licenses before most distributors due to their more constant stream of revenue. The best example of these privatization downfalls occurred just last year in Washington. In 2011, the state earned about $461 million, which went to their general fund. But when they privatized in 2012, the state only earned $150 million. The only positive aspect seemed to be that an enhanced wine, liquor, and beer license only costs $166 for anyone, which led to an increase in stores from about 300 to about 1,400. This increase only led to an 8% increase in unit sales though. Mike Burkos, a freelance journalist, commented on the recent privatizations. Both states, Iowa and West Virginia, earned less than $20 million each. Operational costs were greatly reduced, but the expected windfalls never materialized. Burkos' final thoughts on the subject were such. In 2010, the governor's windfall estimate was $2 billion. Since 2011, it has been $1.6 billion, and today it is $1 billion. Ironically, the billion-dollar number and the real market comparables are both deal killers. With those numbers in mind, it's hard to imagine Pennsylvania succeeding in an area where other states have so quickly failed. Although Governor Corbett has laid out some positive effects that House Bill 790 will have on the state, such as convenience, choice, enhanced fines for selling to minors, and about $1 billion through the license sales and application fees, there are also some negative effects that citizens must keep in mind. In the end, all of the distributor owners are mainly troubled about why their businesses are all of a sudden being considered inconvenient. Is it really that difficult to drive half a mile from the grocery store to the beer distributor? Subek asked. Are people really that lazy and prude to genuine customer service? I don't think people realize that distributors keep our communities and, especially, our roads safer. It's a shame that ignorance will cause the death of beer distributors in Pennsylvania.
The lions are at the door.